there. Do you understand? So I think also if you have a relevant information, the right people to pass it through is the security operatives for him to discuss it and also come up with a concept. Now, what happened in Nigeria yesterday, I mean to say, is for them to, is a strategy that have been put in place. They have studied this terrain, they have studied these situations, and they find out, okay, this is a chain work, it's a draft work, you have to move people around. You understand? So that simply means you are bringing new set of people in this area, moving people from this area to this area. So if you say that, okay, this area is being compromised, then there is need for it to change. I'm not saying they are changing because they are compromised, no, but because they are coming, because in the service there must be changes all the time. They change them from time to time, you know. Do not forget this electoral period. I was reading a story that one bishop wrote yesterday. I can't really recall his name. I know something that touched my life. He talked about, okay, why everybody pointing at the president? So, for example, they will shoot one gunshot in your community. They say it's the president. No, hold on. Commander-in-chief. Commander-in-chief is not the one carrying the arms in the street. You don't forget. No, I'm not. Just try to understand me. Commander-in-chief is not the one carrying arms in the street. Commander-in-chief is not chief of army staff. Commander-in-chief is not chief of naval staff. Well, Commander-in-chief. Commander-in-chief is not IG of police. Everybody have their roles. Even you have your roles as well. Have it. See, the point is, Nigeria should come together and say no to this. See, insecurity, like in America, a few days ago, I think there's a massacre. You heard about it, right? There's a mass shooting that ran trending in the school. There's so many mass shooting. Is that poverty? The recent attack in Dubai by the blacks. What's going on? Is that still insecurity? Is that still poverty? Because if anything happens, say, oh, they are poor, we are jobless, we are insecurity, and all of that. You know, the point is, you know, when we stop pointing finger at one man and beginning to come up with concept, or how we can tackle this security within our locality, there is a governor of a state, there is a commissioner of police of a state, there is CP operation on a state, there is a DPO between the local government, there is a DPO, there are police units in some areas. So information is not difficult to get. So if you ask me, I don't know if you're understanding me. When we see military on the road, there's a problem. There's a huge problem. Because militaries are not meant to be on the street. Do you understand? So if it's civil, then you have police. So when we keep pointing, if there's a one gunshot shot in a small community, it says Mr. President, is Mr. President, Mr. President. I don't think it's work like that, because everybody, yes, I know he's the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. Yes, he gives directives. Directive is meant to be carried by the NSA. From NSA, I think NSA. Within the military circle, you have chief of army staff, you have chief of naval staff, you have IG of police, you have minister of defense. These are people who are meant to take responsibility of this attacks. I mean, go to the field, charge the boys to the military teams, the security teams to go to the field to discharge their duties. But one thing that worries me is that I read one story recently, and one of the military men was complaining about welfare. Oh, come on. So if something like that have to happen, if I have a security incident and the young man is complaining about his welfare and safety, so the morale is not boosted. The government need to boost the morale. If you ask me what's the opinion, okay, now to solve the problem, they should boost the morale of the security team. If the morale is boosted, you see boss in the street. All like if somebody drop 1 million naira to you now, if you singing song until you close for work. Because the settlements, you don't really know what you are doing more than what you are up to do in the day. Try to understand me now. So, point when he said, okay, now having a meeting with the president yesterday is finding lasting solution to insecurity. And the question is that, is it the first time we have a meeting with the president? That is not the first time. So it is the first time the president have said, I'm worried about insecurity. If you looked at his statement during his visits at the Kuje prison, he said, I'm so disappointed because a man can be given a directive and another thing is going on somewhere else. And it's being worried because things need to be, we need to implement some, there should be implementation of meeting things that are being done. But the right is being worried. But everything happened, you said, Mr. President. If there's a plane that fly across the country, oh, Mr. President that fly across the country. No, it doesn't work like that. So it's a collective. It's a collective effort by all Nigerians. That is my opinion. All Nigerians, including you and I. Because don't ask me those who are involved in this crime that we don't know them. They come from a family. They come from a home. They're from a home. They're from a family. They have parents. They are born by woman. They have a father. So they know them. So can't they come out with this? Okay, we have to stop this once and for all. Is it political activity? I have not too much idea about that. But I believe that with the meeting they had yesterday, with the reshuffling of Nigerian military, which will also get a result.
Hopefully we see results from that meeting and then the steps that you took and discussed in order to tackle the whole insecurity issue. So still on insecurity, the House of Representatives, some senators are moving to impeach the president concerning talks about this insecurity. So I want you to talk to me about that. What is your take on this?
So those are impeaching the president. What is their reasons for impeaching the president?
Insecurity.
Insecurity. Who is the cause of this security in Nigeria?
Well, the president is our leader.
No. I just ask a simple question to you now. I'm here with you. So those that are impeaching, that plan to impeach the president, right? You want to impeach the president. What is the reason of impeaching the president? And your response is insecurity. And I ask you a question: who is the cause of insecurity in Nigeria? No. Ask the question to you now. Who is the cause of insecurity in Nigeria?
That question is some type of way because there's no direct answer to it. We cannot categorically point who is responsible for insecurity in Nigeria. So
why are you pushing the president?
It's just a move that the lawmakers are making. I'm trying to find out your take on this.
Look. Let's just be frank to it. Now, if you recall, that is why most times when people talk to me about what is going on, Nigeria is bad. See, Nigeria is not bad. We are all bad. Nigeria is just individual. Nigeria is bad. This country can't take shape if Nigerian youth, Nigerian citizens are not ready to prepare themselves and stand up and say no to what is not well done.
Yes, but this has nothing. This part of it has nothing to do with the youth, though.
No, listen to me.
Senate
because
and the lawmakers.
I saw social media trending yesterday about president impeachment or not president impeachment, and at the same time, lawmakers are coming up to say they want to impeach the president. Then the question I ask: president is one man. Can one man solve the problem of 200 million persons? The answer is no. Have you ever let me ask you, have you ever solved all your needs at the same time? The answer is no.
I'm asking you this question on a political level, actually. The PDP and then the AP, it's a divided front in the Senate and then amongst the lawmakers. The question I'm asking is your take on this party issues, the OAPC and then the PDP. It's like the PDP senators and lawmakers are ganging up to impeach, to move to for the impeachment of the president. Meanwhile, the APC are not part of it. It's not about and then solving the whole problem of Nigerians and all of that. I mean, we elected him, and then we expect that a lot of these things go a certain way. For him to have taken that position, it means he's capable actually of meeting the needs of Nigerians and then most of these issues. And then the issue here is insecurity. It's not the other issues of how many million Nigerians. It's insecurity. That is the move that they are actually buttressing on for the impeachment of the president.
No, so like I said before, why did they call for impeachment? They say it's insecurity. And I asked a question: who is the cause of insecurity in Nigeria? Is it the president? Is it President Bwari the cause of insecurity in Nigeria? No, I'm asking you now.
I'm honestly not
Is
going
it
to
exactly?
answer that.
Exactly. So when you looked at when you looked at comment, I don't think you have the full detail of why they're calling for impeachment. Now they should have their own reason. But let me also say something. They present a constituency. All right. Every crime have a location, happen in a particular place. What is the responsibility of those who lead or govern those region, those area, those constituency? Everybody have a follower. If I am elected or appointed or elected in a sensitive position in an office, I should know the area of interest of the government. Whether you're from a PDP, you know about the Nigerian government is that whenever you win, you say, "Oh, I'm APC, I'm a PDP." No, in Western world, you don't do like that. Whenever you finish, everybody's together. They work for the interest of the government or interest of the people, not for individual, not for a political party, not for a group of people. Now, if you are responsible for a constituency, have you been able to reach out for within your constituent? The locality, going to reach out, if even the CP of police, the CP operation, those security that is in charge within that region, to find out what is even the problem or why there is so much problem in that area. See, security work with information. The president is in the presidential villa receiving an information. Whatever that happened, just imagine if there's a crisis in Abuja, there's a crisis in Lagos, like everywhere, like receiving there's a lot that happen I don't know. That the security system are also tackling day and night. The problem of insecurity in Nigeria is beyond hunger. It's beyond unemployment. I read this recently, and somebody was complaining about how a group of people prepared to destabilize what the government is doing. It's online. I read it recently, and that worries me. And do not forget how much the amount of money the Nigerian government is investing in such projects. Example was the railway that have never been in existence over decade, that's beginning to exist under this government. So all those information. Is there a time for call for impeachment or no impeachment? Calling for impeachment is just distracting you, which is other citizen, from knowing what you're supposed to do, and begin to pay attention to something else. For example, somebody went. There is a program here. The program is supposed to host here, and somebody went to maybe 2 or 3 kilometers and shoot a gun. Because of that, he will not come here again. There's a problem. A call is not only for you to impeach president. Maybe there's a agenda to it. I don't know. Because every nation to survive, you must support the sitting president. You must support the government. That's how it is all over the world. How was Dubai built? All Africans, all over the world, they're investing in Dubai. Was Dubai better than Nigeria before? No, that's how it's not. Nigeria was far better than Dubai before, but as of now, Dubai is more better than Nigeria, and more than that. All of us want to Dubai for holiday. Even you now, if they go and give you ticket, you leave this place and from here to airport. Of course, because you want to enjoy a good life. How do we enjoy a good life? Nigeria needs people like minds like you and I to change the narrative. Why do we always posting negative things about the country across the social media? Don't forget that social media is not owned by you. So whenever you drop in social media, it's all the world. We should have a right impression about the country. So if you have opportunity to be in a sensitive office and a sensitive position in our office, you should also have that opportunity to look at those localities to try how you can amend, to adjust, to bring a good report to the country. See, if the National Assembly or Senate are beginning to say they want to impeach the president, I don't know their reason. Because my point is that we're in a government that one man cannot do it alone. You need a collective effort of the leaders in the office to drive it. So calling for impeachment is not a right answer to solution of solving a problem. Rather, you are raising dust. You understand me now? So Even of them call it, oh, okay, we need to discuss with the president, we need to work with, we want to work with the police. Okay, I'm going to my constituency this week. Can let the National Assembly say, oh, we're dissolving the house this week. We're going to our constituency to meet with the commissioner of police in all our constituency. Let them do that. It's not to sit in the red chamber. Let them do that. I challenge them. Let them do that. It's not to sit in the red chamber and decide on who to impeach. No, it's not. It doesn't work like that. Let them come up and say, look, we are going home this week. Nigerians, we are going home this week because of insecurity in our locality. We are going home to meet with the local security to find out a lasting solution to our problems. Security cannot be solved by one man. Don't forget that. About my information.
We kind of drifted from the point, but moving forward,
I didn't drift from any point. No, I'm not making it clear to you. I didn't drift from any point.
Let's move on to something else. The NSA have said that Nigerians are tired and then they're gravitating to other means. That's like defending themselves. So I'm going to ask this question as directly as possible. Would you say that the security operatives have failed us, since Nigerians are now gravitating towards ensuring that they defend themselves? They are resorting to self-defense now against this terrorism and insecurity situation.
See, you can't completely write off the effort of Nigerian security. That's no way. That's no way. You can't completely write off, say, not like you're making an effort and somebody is saying you're not making an effort. You can't. Who is causing crime is human being like you and I. This boss has much more everywhere. You can't completely write off the Nigerian security, their efforts. No. Have them done so well? The answer is no. Why? That question you need to ask the government that question. Exactly. Why? Because I told you I read something recently and somebody said, we are not properly funded, no proper welfare. Our morale is not boosted. Economy is something else. Even workers are threatening to go on strike because of lack of pay. So even in your organization, if you are not being paid or give you tip or something, you will frown, you will quarrel. But if your morale is high, you will do more than what you are supposed to do in a day. I think, as I said earlier, government should boost the morale of the young gallant soldiers and security operatives. If their morale is boosted, everything you need will get it.
All right, there you have it. There's a lot of insecurity here and there. Let us try to be vigilant and protect ourselves as much as possible by being security conscious. Avoid crowded places and then even related places as well, because these miscreants, they are amongst us here and there. My name is Bwari Gifts and I have been with Dr. Israel. Thanks for joining me on the show. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Aspheric TV on YouTube, and follow us on all of our social media platforms. On Instagram and Twitter, we are Aspheric News, and on Facebook, we are Official Aspheric News. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for those who have subscribed to our channel. We are happy to have you on our channel. Thank you so much for all your support. But please, for those who have not subscribed, we are begging you, subscribe to our channels. Please subscribe. Please, we are begging you, subscribe to our channel. And while subscribing, do not forget to click on the notification button, the button around it. Don't click for you to get our notification whenever we're on live program, wherever we're covering a live program, wherever we are giving you a news update, whenever we post a new content on our channels. Please do not forget to follow us on our social media handles. On Facebook, official at Aspheric News. On Instagram, Aspheric News. On Twitter, and Aspheric News. On LinkedIn, and Aspheric News. Please, thank you so much for your huge support. Your huge support. Watching is a support. Thank you. We are grateful. But please, let someone know about, and also to call on us anyone in need of our service. Thank you so much. Thank you.